Hello YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel, Anna Bella, and today I'm going to be reviewing Bridgerton Season 4, Part 2. Right, here we go, Bridgerton Season 4, Part 2, Episode 5 to 8. Okay, it was tender and it was with feeling, I will give it that. But oh my goodness, look, illegitimacy in the nobility happened all the time. Catherine Howard, who became Queen Catherine Howard of England, rose to become a Queen of England. It doesn't matter. As long as you've got nobles that will back you and support you. It's very interesting that the Dowager Countess, or the Viscountess, or whatever she is, Mrs. Mother Bridgerton, knew that there was something amiss in that household right at the start. She says, I believe that there may be more than one lady there, but she, because of polite society, she couldn't say, oh, by the way, he's got an illegitimate daughter that we've not seen for years, but we know that she's there because she attended all of the, the young lady classes that we put on, because that's the reality there. We knew, everybody knew that that mother was going to get it in the neck, and in fact the lawyers in real life would have been right on her from the get-go, because if she's in a will, it means that she's a protected piece of property. Because what people don't understand about Regency era, and I'm going to explain, is women were considered property. The marriage market wasn't a love match. You were being sold with a dowry that came with you. I've got this young daughter, she's my second daughter, I'm going to give her £5,000, anybody want her? Yeah? You can get that, you get £5,000, I'm also going to throw in a couple of horses because she likes to ride. But you've got to have enough lands and grounds. It was a marriage contract. You were being sold. Go and watch The Duchess with Ralph Fiennes and Keira Knightley. You'll learn all about this. There were certain inheritances with the nobility that they couldn't get out of, and in fact, to this day, certain households are bequeathed to how it's laid out. I mean, they've attempted to do a little bit of tweaking here and there just to make it easier. The law has actually helped women, because now women can have their own bank accounts. We can't get beaten with a stick, no bigger than a man's thumb from our husband. That's great. Sex inside of marriage that is forced is classed as rape, because marital rape wasn't a thing either. So you really were his chattel. So there is that. Overall, yeah, do I feel that we should sexualise Cinderella? No, not really. But what really annoyed me was what they did to my girl Mary Wollstonecraft. And I mean, that woman suffered. Because the essence of Mary Wollstonecraft is Mary wanted women to be empowered to make their own choices in life. That's what she wanted. She wrote the first feminist text, which is basically women should be able to have self-agency over their lives. She viewed love as passionate, yet rational, based on friendship, was better. She viewed that passionate love was dangerous to women, yet rational friendship and companionship not based on female subjugation, because marriage subjugated women in the era that Mary Wollstonecraft lived, and it still does in some countries and cultures. Women are not free to make their own choices, their own lives. Having an equal partnership within a marriage that supposedly the West offers is the ideal. In Mary's time, it didn't. She was very lucky. Love is stalking, mischief, and is transactional. That's what she said about it. It's transactional. You're being sold. It's stalking, mischief. You're going to get damaged. You're going to lose your rights. It's an overpowering emotion, and friendship is actually better for women. That's what Mary Wollstonecraft said. And for them, Eloise, to then say, oh, Mary Wollstonecraft is too harsh on love. They don't understand her situation. How could they? They don't understand the reality of living in that time, because Bridgerton is not real. In the past, women have been badly used and exploited, and Bridgerton, the first couple of seasons hinted at that, particularly with the Duke storyline and Lady Danbury storyline, but I feel that it's not really delved in and explored that enough with the Bridgerton girls, because they're really lucky, the fact that they've all got dowries, because the Bennet sisters didn't have dowries. Mr. Bennet had 5 daughters and they didn't have dowries because there was no money. He was having to farm his estate. You know, he was really lucky that Mr. Collins actually wanted to take on one of his daughters because he wanted the prestige to continue the Bennet name, to link himself further into the estate, to feel, oh, it's not been entailed upon me, I've married one of the daughters, blah, 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 blah. I mean, we're really lucky that Jane Bennet actually had a thing for Mr. Bingley, because she would have been Mr. Collins's wife, you know. Anyway, back to Bridgerton. Overall, do I feel that Benedict's choice of wife will suit him? Yes. I mean, it does seem to suit, but I mean, yes, he is a rake. Will he settle down? No, he'll always be by. And he'll probably have liaisons outside. That's just the reality. Overall, because of what he did to get his wife, he probably won't. Purely because one slip from him and his wife could tumble down to lower gentry levels, and we wouldn't want that. But overall, they didn't really need the royal family for this. They could have just gone to the family lawyer and sorted all of this out. Yeah, because that wife that this noble had was a second wife. Yeah, and that very often they are not given much power. But this is the thing. Where was the person who is in charge of the will? Where is the annoying cousin? Where is the annoying male relative? Where are the lawyers? Because the lawyers would turn up. It's the same with the Mundriches. The Mundriches are annoying because it's their son who inherits everything. In reality, their son would just be carted off to Eton and the family would get extra money, but they would still stay in their place. They wouldn't rise. They would be like, yeah, you're going to get some more money. You're going to be wealthy within your social sphere, but your son is the one that we're priming and prepping to go above. It may enable your daughters to rise because they will obviously benefit from social events and the connection to your son, but it's your son. The Mundriches, they wouldn't rise that high. Yeah. So annoying. And who puts a fairy tale? It's just a load of nonsense. Sorry. Am I being harsh? Probably. But it's realistic. At least they're no longer drinking lemonade at balls. No one drinks lemonades at balls. And to be absolutely honest, I felt that the outcome of the whole Scottish Lord thing, it was nice that he actually went to Parliament and did his job, because, you know, that's why he's got a title. People have got these titles to actually do a job, which is to sit in Parliament. Yeah, or the House of Lords, because that's why they are lords. Yeah, that's what his title is for. I mean, relatively recently, in 2026, we have, you know, got rid of most of the hereditary peers, because that's what they are. They're hereditary peers. Lord Byron was one. So, overall, meh, we'll see. We'll see. I would have actually liked to see... So this is the problem. See, poor old Pen, because she's married, what, like the third son, her power in society is minuscule and tightly controlled now. Even though she's still writing her society sheet. So there is going to be conflict with that going forward, because it's Colin's wife that is the powerful one, not Colin. Yes, he's written his lovely journal about his travels, which is great. So did Lord Byron. He wrote best poetry, you know. So, yeah, it's a whole contradiction within itself. And Eloise, I mean, she's flip-flopping all over the place. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know who she is. She's just, like, lost, in short. So that's the end of that. What am I going to give it? I'm going to give it 2 out of 5. Sorry. 2 out of 5. It was annoying. It was wish fulfillment. Do I feel that Cinderella should be smuttified? No. Yeah, it just felt like something to placate teenage girls, which is basically what Bridgerton is, into accepting marriage. Sorry. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's harsh, but life is harsh. So, there we go. Ta-ta. Well, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed my review of Bridgerton Season 4, Part 2. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and do click the notification bell for the latest video. Bye!